you're a beginner 304, these are some things that you should block a client for saying. If he asks you to send any additional pictures, you need to block him. If he asks too many questions, block him. You shouldn't even be asking any questions because you should have a website or have everything listed in your ad already. When somebody asks me a question that's in the ad already or already on my website, I tell them to go look on my website. A lot of times they won't even do that and they'll move on to the next girl. That is perfectly fine. Don't want to incriminate myself by speaking about all these details, and I definitely don't want to deal with the client who doesn't even read what they're getting into. Like, honestly, who makes a purchase anywhere without reading the description? If they start off by texting you, hey, available, you busy, any of those things that they say, you might just block them because they're going to be a time waster most likely. These men are pretty smart, okay? Don't let them play in your face. They know what they're doing. A lot of times if they hit you up, they probably hit 10 other girls up at the same exact time. If he can't put in the effort to read your ad, you don't need to be seeing him. If he can't put in the effort to text or voice to speech or call or fill out your form, you don't need to be seeing him. To get actual quality clients, you need to get clients that want to book you, not just looking for any girl that's available at the moment. A lot of times they're texting 10, 20 girls at once, then they forget who they texted. They're just like, oh, who that text? They're just sloppy. They're everywhere. You don't want to deal with them. If you're not getting good customers at the price point that you're at, consider raising your prices because a lot of y'all are doing these 120s, 150s and stuff and then complain that you're not getting a deposit. But if you think about it, the dude that wants to pay 120 is going to be a dude that has to pay 120 because he really can't afford anything else. So asking him for a deposit sounds like you're asking him to take down the mob.
This was a good one. Oh, I got something for y'all, man. This is a controversial one, and as a matter of fact, I'm not just about to talk it. We're going to do a deep dive into it, like right now. Come on, let's go.
If you're a beginner 304, these are some things that you should block a client for saying. If he asks you to send any additional pictures, you need to block him.
Guys ask for pictures just to know you're real, just to see if you're real or not. That's why guys ask girls to send more pictures. Some people have this thing of posting fake ads. So guys may ask you to send a picture to know that you're real or know that you're not a cop. That's the only reason why. If y'all have a problem with that, then that's on y'all. That's y'all fault. That's y'all bad. That's y'all wrong. Because guys are just trying to make sure you're real. That's it. They're not asking you to send other pictures for no other reason besides that. Now, they do have the 1%ers of guys that may be asking, or 2%ers of guys that may be asking to send pictures for other reasons than to see if you're real. But you can't make that 10% go for the rest of the 98%. Guys just want to know and see if you're real. That's why sending pictures and sending extra pictures has become old school now. Now they're asking for video verification on both ends. If the 304 don't ask first, the guy is going to wind up asking first. And that's all that's about. To see if you're real. To see if it's a setup. To see. That's all it's about. It's a safety precaution. For 98% of the times for guys. The rest of the 2% of guys might be sending it asking you to send it for weird reasons. But you can't make that go against all guys. Let's go.
If he asks too many questions, block him. You shouldn't even be asking any questions because you should have a website or have everything listed in your ad already.
That is a big controversy when it comes to the clients and the 304s. That's a big controversy when it comes to the 304s and the clients. Because what the 304s don't understand is, if a guy contacts you through phone calls or through text, and he's asking some of the questions that you already have posted online, the reason why he's asking those same questions that is already posted is because he have strolled up and down and read so many ads or looked at so many pictures. When he does say, hey, I'm going to contact her, I like what I see, I want to do a date with her, he don't remember everything your ad says because he just read so many ads to where he done got all the ads mixed up to where he don't know who says who. But don't act like y'all don't do the same. Y'all get clients mixed up all the time when it's their first initial text and then their first initial call too. Y'all have done it too. Ooh, I said it. So he don't want to get another girl mixed up with another girl. So he done read so many things, so many ads, he don't know who said what. So he's contacting you to act, and he may act, he's not doing it on purpose. He's not doing it to be an a-hole. He don't remember because he done read so many ads. And then some of them don't even read ads, to be honest with you. Some of them look at pictures, they know what they like, they know what they're attracted to, they know they type, they know they kind, and they call and they ask for what they want. Because a lot of guys, it's not about to waste their time reading those ads that's over exaggerating the experience that you're going to have with her. No, because a lot of guys know that those ads are BS. So they're not going to waste their time reading all that foolishness. I want to see what the experience is for you myself, and not because of what some ads say. You know how many guys that read ads and got disappointed because they just took the time out to read an ad and then got to, hook up with the girl and hooked up with the girl full, and the experience is nothing like the ad says. So them guys that got to, I'm not reading this mess no more. That's another reason why guys don't read ads. Why? Don't you know reading every single solitary ad, it would be the equivalent of reading a book or a novel and trying to remember which each and every girl says. Guys are not strolling one by one, calling one by one. I'm reading hers. Hers said this. Hers said that. Okay, let me call. No, they're reading so many. They're looking at so many at one time. Then they kind of know who they want to call. They might jot it down. They might put it in their phone, for later or either now. And then they call. But they're not calling, looking at your ad, boom, call. Reading your ad, boom, call. No, they're reading several ads. If you want to talk about taking long, it would take too long to read an ad, but call. Read an ad, but call. Read an ad, but that would be a long, drawn-out process. So instead, they look at each girl. They know they type. They know they type. They type. They kind, and they call. Then they call and ask what they want. They're not about to take their time and read all that. You're not going to read a book, so why would you ask them to read a book?
Somebody asks me a question that's in the ad already or already on my website, I tell them to go look on my website. A lot of times they won't even do that and they'll move on to the next girl. That is
because guys feel like now you got attitude.
Perfectly fine. Don't.
Because, y'all don't, I just explained it to you because they don't go back and read the ad and don't call you back and all that because y'all don't get what I just said, man. Guys, it's not about to read all of that, man. Those guys that you turning down and saying this and that and that. They done did all that before, and but was highly disappointed reading all those ads. And, oh, I'm so great, being with me is like heaven, and all that stupid stuff. They're not about to read all that. And then each girl saying all that. So I done just read a novel. And no. So I'm not about to go back and read all that. Why you just can't answer the question now? I mean, it's the equivalent of, let's say you, ordering something offline. You just saw the TV commercial, but then you're going to call and you're going to ask some of the same questions that was just on the TV commercial. Same thing. Or you just saw whatever you was reading online. You're going to ask some of the same questions that you was reading online. It's the same identical thing. And your judgmental self has done that too. You have saw something that you wanted to order online, called the number, the 1-800 number, and ask some of the same questions that you saw online. It's the same thing. That is a big controversy with the women, the 304s. And I don't understand why. It's the same thing. I just gave you this. You do it too. You might have did it with a different product, but it's the same thing.
Wanted to incriminate myself by speaking about all these details, and I definitely don't want to deal with the client who doesn't even read what they're getting into. Like, honestly, who makes a purchase anywhere without reading the description?
Now, the incriminating yourself, don't want to answer all these questions by incriminating yourself. I get that part. I definitely get that part. But, you're taking a chance with your lifestyle either way it go, whether or not you answer the questions or not. But I get that. I get that part. All right. I can't even argue with you on that one. Okay. I get that. And I just explained to you this last.
If they start off by texting you, hey, available, you busy, any of those things that they say, you might just block them because they're going to be a time waster most likely.
No. That's not time wasters. That's guys that just don't want to start off a conversation. That's guys who rather fragment text. They don't want to start off a conversation. Hey, my name is Joe. I'm out here and here's the city that you're in right now. I'm looking to book a session with you. I'll call, at this time, Some women, 304s, like all of that in one first initial paragraph. Just get straight down to the point, man. Well, you know what you're calling me for. You know what you want. I don't want a small talk with you. I'm not about to go back and forth. Hey, what you doing? Nothing. You available? Yes. I'm not about to do all that. Say what you want in that first initial text. Leave a nice little paragraph. I didn't say leave me a book. Leave a nice little paragraph, and I will respond to it. That's how some women like it. Mostly, like upscale women.
These men are pretty smart, okay? Don't let them play in your face. They know what they're doing. A lot of times, if they hit you up, they probably hit 10 other girls up at the same exact time.
Isn't that what I just said? And that's the reason why they don't remember who says what, and then that's the reason why they ask you questions that it's on your ad already. You just said didn't look at 10 other girls, so how do you expect him to remember all 10 ads for each girl who says what?
He can't put in the effort to read your ad, you don't need to be seeing him.
He read it. He just don't remember everything that all 10 girls said. He's not going to remember 10 ads by heart. And then if he's a regular on that thing, he's not about to remember thousands of ads. And some of them don't even take the time to read the ad because they like their picture. They know what they like. They know they type. They know they kind. They know the shape that they like or whatever they're into, color or whatever. And they call and ask. They rather ask for what they want instead of have to read what they want.
If he can't put in the effort to text or voice the speech or call or fill out your form, you don't need to be seeing him. To get actual quality clients, you need to get clients that want to book you, not just looking for any girl that's available at the moment. A lot of times they're texting 10, 20 girls at once. Then they forget who they texted. They're just like, oh, who that text? Who's?
Didn't I just say that? And don't act like y'all don't text 20, 10 or 20 guys at once and don't realize who y'all texting. Y'all do the same thing too. You're being a hypocrite.
They're just sloppy. They're everywhere. You don't want to deal with them.
You're being a hypocrite. Y'all do it. Y'all do it too.
If you're not getting good customers at the price point that you're at, consider raising your prices, because a lot of y'all are doing these 120s, 150s and stuff and then complain that you're not getting a deposit. But if you think about it, the dude that wants to pay 120 is going to be a dude that has to pay 120 because he really can't afford anything else. So asking him for a deposit sounds like you're asking him to take down the mob.
That's very true. But also asking him to send a deposit, meaning that he don't want to be scammed. He not trying to give... Because I really can go there. Had to take a woosah. But he's not trying to give a 304 something for nothing. And a lot of times, not all the times, that sending deposit stuff is a scam. And now you done just sent this girl a deposit. And then after you done sent the deposit, she done ghosted you. That's why they act like what you just said. Now you done just sent this nice young lady. I really want to say what I want to say. Can't say what I want to say. But you done just sent this nice young lady money for nothing. So, and they want you to have the attitude like an upscale guy would have. I guess like a rich guy would have. But well, it's like so. Well, hey, I just take that L. I just take that loss. And if you don't have that type of attitude, they acting like you the brokest, poorest, popperish scum of the earth because you don't want to take that attitude of being scammed. So they act like you're the bad guy because you don't want to have that attitude. And they say mostly AAs have that attitude. AAs is African Americans. Y'all get down in those comments, smash the like button, let me know what you think, and catch me on the next video. This is 304 Sweet Dad, and I'm gone. Like, what water?